So Ben, as always, it's time for our predictions for this best of 3. And as much as I love TargA, as I said several times, I've had awesome moments with this guy in Kiev, and I've known him for a long time already. In Warcraft 3 he was around and he was very funny. But I'm gonna go the easy way out here, and I'm gonna predict that MorroW is going to win this series.
Yeah, MorroW is one of the guys sitting on top of the group. His understanding of this matchup is really, really incredible. Like,
yeah,
I
it's
think
almost unrivaled.
he might be, I mean, certainly outside of Korea, I think he has some of the best ZVT on the planet. Or TV. Well, yeah, I guess it goes both ways. You know, he just gets this matchup. So yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I do think MorroW is going to take out TargA here. But TargA's shown some great games, so I don't want to completely write him off.
No, exactly not. For the people who missed our introduction, MorroW is 4-1 right now in the NASL division. MorroW was, of course, an NASL Season 2 finalist, where he made it to the round of 8, where he unfortunately lost for him against TargA. And TargA is 3-2, which is also super surprising considering that he is playing from Australia. Of course, he's originally from Norway, and we love him for that. We love him for both reasons.
Yeah, we gotta give the Norway fans some love. I know they're very very possessive of TargA. They don't like sharing him with Australia, but guys, TargA belongs to. He's an international superstar. He belongs to everybody.
He's a little bit of a swinger.
Yeah. Who knows? We might be calling him American after a couple more good performances.
Yeah, if TargA keeps winning, he's American. Sorry, Australia and Norway. So we see quite a quick refinery over here for MorroW. That's interesting. TargA, of course, going for the standard hatch first. But what I want to say, TargA is 3-2 in the league right now. He managed to defeat General Shep and Hydra. And well, I think all of those wins are pretty surprising wins. Certainly against Shep as well. Shep playing on his own server in North America. And TargA playing from Australia. That's just crazy that he managed to beat such a good player like Shep.
Oh yeah, we joke about it every week. He's not just playing from way around the world. He's playing on a 3G connection via a laptop that is connected to a cell phone. So, of all the more optimal ways to connect to the internet, TargA choosing probably the worst. It's basically dial-up.
This is just how he feels comfortable, man. Next season he shows up with a 56k modem. If he qualifies for the final, everybody's like, all right, we got a super internet connection. He's like, no, I want to use my modem.
Goes over to the wall, plugs it in.
Yeah. And then someone's going to be like, whoa, who's that sick dubstep remix? And
then like lags because somebody else calls the phone number. He's like, oh no, getting your call. So MorroW has been pretty vocal about this new queen change. He's been one of the big advocates for this 5 queen opening in ZVT, where you just get 5 queens and you're safe against just about everything. And with that in mind, I'm really eager to see how he chooses to play on the other side of things. He's going to be opening up with Reactor Hellions, and these queen openings in general are just great against Hellion play because the new range upgrade, Hellions can't kite queens. Every time a Hellion tries to shoot, he's getting shot back at.
Yeah, I know, Ben, and MorroW has displayed it to us already last week, where he played really... Oh, this is super nice timing by TargA. Maybe he did his research on MorroW. Just knows when that... Look at that, he's even delaying the factory a little bit. Oh, if you only had like 28 slow Zerglings like Moon yesterday had against Finale in one of the tournaments that we casted, that would have been very good for TargA.
Well, MorroW already building his 3rd command center, Kev. And this is kind of what I would have predicted we would see out of him. TargA is still gasless. We've talked about these gasless openings from Zerg. And the strength is they are so powerful economically. You get tons of drones. You get the queens out for some early defense. You can spread your creep. But if there's a weakness, it's that you're not really able to apply any pressure. And MorroW is going to capitalize on that by getting this very, very fast 3rd command center. He'll have tripled orbital. He can drop lots of mules. He'll have lots of SCV production. And for all the merits of this, the economic merits of this Zerg opening, MorroW is going to be right there with it. He's going to have a very comparable income.
He's going to be just as good. And what is interesting right now as well, that MorroW only made 2 Hellions, but for such a long period of time, we've always seen Terrans. That's a mix between Terrans and Hellions. Terrans roll with 4 to 6 Hellions, sometimes even 8 or something crazy as 12 if they really want to harass. But now he just goes only 2. He knows he can't do too much about those 2 or 3 queens. So why even waste 4 or 6 Hellions? Why not just keep it at 2 and still try to get the same thing out?
Yeah, you're exactly right. So I think this is just MorroW proving to us that he does get this matchup. He does understand. Even sending out a couple of Marines. These are Overlord snipers, man. He's looking to see if there's anything hanging out that he can just pick off while TargA only has slow Zerglings.
Yep, speed is being researched right now for TargA. The Baning Nest is being morphed in as well, same as an additional macro hedge. And he's moving forward with that first Spine Crawler, so he's going to get his creep threat going. kind of wonder where TargA is going to take this, Ben. I wonder if that's just a defensive bailing nest.
And one other thing that I want to applaud MorroW for, he's just finished up Siege mode, man. So I am probably one of the most vocal guys saying, hey, why aren't Zergs punishing these greedy Terrans by going for some high economy baneling aggression? It's going to be very hard to do that against MorroW because he's got Siege mode completed. Now, he doesn't have many units out, of course. Why would he with 3 fast orbitals? But, you know, TargA can't really do much about that. His Ling speed's just now going to finish up. Oh, I say just now. Really, it's in about 10 more seconds.
Yeah, and that's why now I'm going to say something which you're going to take wrong again, man. But this is why I was thinking about you last night.
Oh, no.
When I was watching Pro League, man, if you would have watched Effort play, you would have been so happy with everything he showed.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he did exactly what you've been saying for quite a long time, that Zerg should just make way more links, way more banings, and then just go for it, because the tanks are so extremely delayed. And then a lot of people were like, oh, Flash, why are your siege tanks so late? But basically everybody has late siege tanks, so it was just Effort being...
Yeah, Effort's been listening to my broadcasts. Yeah. He knows.
I think Effort is a Mr. Bitter fan.
He's an NASL follower. Thanks, Effort.
No, when Effort wins the first USO, he's like, yeah, I bought that NASL subscriber pass because this Mr. Bitter guy really knows what he's talking about. How would that make you feel, Ben?
Oh my, you have no idea. That would be the best feeling in the world. Yeah. That would be much better than the way I felt today after playing some ladder.
See the Spy going up for TargA as well. TargA has a lot of larva. He's kind of safe with it. He wants to make sure that he knows what the hell is going on. He never... actually, he did see that. He sacrificed the Overlord, of course, so he doesn't know that TarGA's going... MorroW's going for 3 bases. He's going to pick up a siege tank here. Nice pick-off for TargA.
This is a great pick-off. MorroW was just caught just a little bit out of position. He wasn't able to get down here and basically lock down this expansion.
Yeah. I mean, TLO, oh, I love this, what TargA is doing right now. That's so smart. He's going to drop creep. MorroW is still unaware of this, and this is going to delay his expand for so long. He's going to be so annoyed with this, man. TargA once more showing really brilliant play over here.
Yeah, I can't wait until we see TargA playing in ideal conditions, Kev, because I do think he's a very talented player, maybe one of the...
Look, and he's still dropping creep, and he's still feeding that creep.
And it's gonna be probably 12 minutes before MorroW's ever able to... Oh, TargA. He's gonna be going for some of this baning aggression that we were talking about.
Yeah, but MorroW is quite careful. He has a bunker over here already. He's building supply depots, and he has a tank in a really good position. But still, it's a lot of banelings, and it's quite a few Zerglings as well.
14 banes. I'm not sure that it's gonna be enough. We're gonna have to wait and see. MorroW does have 4 siege tanks out. But here we go. Banelings are going to come rolling in, and actually TargA, I think, realizing that might not be the best fight to take, just backs off.
He's going to try to bust the front instead, but there are a lot of tanks over here as well. That's the wrong call by TargA. But beautiful, beautiful tank positioning by MorroW as well.
Man, I just happened to be clicking on MorroW's siege tanks there, and he was focus firing those banelings. He was shift clicking on each one of those tanks, making sure not to hit lings, taking out the banes so that the bust could not happen. Beautiful play on MorroW's side of the map. I like what TargA was trying to do too, but just against MorroW's fast siege tanks, it's not going to be as effective.
We can take another look at that, because I think it's going to take quite a while before something is really going to happen. MorroW's just going to stabilize for now. So Ben, let's talk us through one.
Yeah, we can just see that the banelings did try to swing around to that ramp, and boom, beautiful focus fire by the siege tanks. Very, very nicely done. Let's jump right back into the game, and we can see that not a whole lot has transpired. We had the live screen down in the bottom window, but.
Ooh, a lot of drones going on once more for MorroW, or being produced. MorroW for TargA, of course. 54 right now is going to be bringing up to 68. He has the first meal list right now in the main base of MorroW as well. MorroW's aware of that. MorroW also had a bunker over here, by the way, for quite some time. So for the people who wonder why would TargA expand over here, that was because all of his units were out of position, and MorroW had a small bunker with 2 or 3 Marines in it. So that's why TargA just expanded somewhere else.
TargA doing a great job managing that economy, managing that macro spread and creep like a boss. He's going up to 4 bases now. But MorroW's opening was just a little bit better, Kev. He's got 60 SCVs, and with this triple orbital, he's outmining TargA by quite a bit. I like TarGA's. I like the way that MorroW plays. What? Yes, MorroW. I like the way that MorroW plays.
Yeah, it's really confusing, because MorroW is normally, you talk about MorroW as the Zerg. Yeah. Or, well, yeah, basically these days you talk about MorroW as the Zerg, so it's very weird when you cast the TVZ and MorroW is actually not the Zerg. So, no worries, Ben. I made a few
Thanks for saving me there, bro.
I made a few slip-ups myself. And then again, I don't really think that TargA can do too much about the fact that MorroW is outmining him, because he is at 73 drones. That is pretty good. And if he can get one really, really good fight off, it's going to be hard, because MorroW has a lot of siege tanks. And as you already pointed out, he is excellent in always focus firing important units. Like, that was basically the story of the Sunday showdown between MorroW and Hydra, where every single time MorroW was in range of an infestor, the infestor instantly died. And that really marks a great Terran player.
I love the creep spread spread from TargA. When MorroW finally does decide to push, this creep spread is going to slow it down because he's going to have to be very careful. You can't just walk on the creep. Zerglings and Banelings all so much faster. Something else that MorroW's done very well, he's overbuilt turrets. He's got turrets all over the place. This is so that when he does decide to push, mutas can't just fly in and kill everything. So in just about every way, MorroW's playing safe, clean StarCraft. And he's macroed up to a really solid supply. I think finally hitting his first supply block at 177 of 177. Next rotation of units should max him out, Kev.
Yeah, and then it's going to be tough for TargA, but then again, with all that creep spread, he can still get a great engagement off. He has pretty decent upgrades as well. He's getting +2 on the mutas, +2, and or 2-2 basically on the way for the Zerglings and Banelings as well. Infestation Pit is going down right now. And you know, Ben, what I was wondering about? Do you think that TLO might be the only Zerg in the world who's not happy with the new queen?
Why?
Because TLO's creep spread was always this good, and that marked him, and that kind of set him apart. And now everybody has this creep spread.
I don't know about everybody. My creep spread certainly doesn't look this good, Kev. But TargA, TargA's doing a great job as he's gooped up well over 3/4 of this map. Finally, MorroW is going to start pushing, but he's going to have a lot of creep to contend with, and it's going to take him a while to cross this map. Immediately, TargA responds by morphing a ton of Banelings, and well,
so many Marines.
MorroW not
88
Marines.
88 Marines and 10 tanks. Not any Banelings on the map right now, but 27 Banelings being morphed in. Oh, this is kind of tricky. MorroW's just going to perhaps spot those Banelings.
Oh, and is TargA going to take a fight here? He's not. He's picking off tanks to run away from it.
He's picking off tanks with the Mutalisk. Picked off 2 tanks right there.
Nice job there. It looks like this base on the right side of the map is maybe going to fall. A couple Banelings rolling in from TargA. MorroW sees it, though, splits brilliantly. The base is going to be saved, though, so mission accomplished for TargA in that regard, but this big force in the center.
Yeah, but it feels like this army is kind of trapped with the mutas up north and all the Banelings and Zerglings at south and just surrounded by creep.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if TargA were to get a huge surround, he could perhaps crush this army.
I think he's going to try to go for it, man. He is maxed out.
Mutas are positioned to start sniping some of these siege tanks. What are you going to do, TargA? 28 lings in production. He might wait till they pop out.
He wants to wait for the armor, I think. The armor is ready in 5 seconds. I think that's super important. Then he might go for it.
And that's exactly what's happened. The units are starting to move. No, he didn't. Pulls back once more.
Now he has to worry about a lot of reinforcements from MorroW.
Oh, some mutas getting picked off. He will pick off a couple tanks, and now here we go. Baneling's going to come rolling in. MorroW spreading as well as he can, but TargA looks like he's got enough, Kev, just crushing the army of MorroW, and wow, TargA.
Wow.
Showing us some impeccable Zerg play, saving the expansion and then dealing with the army.
Can this guy stop surprising us every single week? That was insane. Beautiful patience by TargA. He waited so extremely long, wanted to get that armor upgrade out. I'm sure that he would have loved to wait for 1 or 2 infestors as well, but that was not possible. When he saw all the reinforcements coming in, he probably just felt he's just going to go for it once more.
Yes, he is. Baneling's going to once again come crashing into the tanks and the Marines. Muta's doing a great job, but finally they're chased away, and TargA will have to disengage from this fight.
Yeah, maybe a little overeager right now. He did kill quite a few Marines, but I'm not sure if that was a fight that he really had to take.
And in spite of the great engagement, it's MorroW who still has the supply lead. Well, just barely. Yeah. It's 140 supply to 138 supply.
But MorroW, I mean, TargA is at 5 bases, man, and both Ultralisk Cavern and Great Aspire are going down. And look at the production depth right now. Talking about confidence, 17 more drones.
Yep, that's going to take him up to about 85 drones. Solid 5 base economy. And, wow, it's still a close game, but TargA's in a pretty good spot, Kev. Yeah. MorroW just now going to secure his own 4th.
And he still has creep tumors over here. It's not like he lost all of them and that most of his creep spread is just suddenly gone. Perhaps we could take another look at that really big fight. Of course, we still have the instant or the live replay in the right bottom side.
Yes, yes, indeed we do. We can see the mutas all flying in, and it's just a great engagement here from TargA, crashing the Banelings into all the Marines, basically from every possible angle. Mutas dealing with the medevacs and the siege tanks. Awesome play there from TargA, really, like you said, constantly surprising us. Here we are back into the live game. We can see that MorroW has just landed that 4th base.
And he starts dropping 2 medevacs right now on the outskirts of this map. One on the right side is going to try to perhaps drop over here, but there's a Spore Crawler and a Spine Crawler and a Queen. MorroW, this is not the most successful drop.
Oh man, even the little things like being prepared for these drops, TargA's just excelling in every category. Single Spine Crawler and Spore Crawler chasing away the drop chip on the left side of the map. First Ultra's out for TargA, and he's also producing Corruptors, so it's going to be like the Ultra, or I guess I should say the ultimate Zerg army, with Ultralisks, Broodlords, Zergling, Baneling, and Fester.
and 333 upgrades, at least for these ground units. And I even believe that the Broodlords are going to have +2, because TargA started off with +2 for these Middle-East. Wow. I mean, we've been crediting MorroW for his super economy, but think about how well TargA's economy has to be been going throughout this entire game. I mean, how good must it have been?
Oh, yeah, I really agree with you. I look at the way that MorroW's played, and I try to think of something that he could have done better, but really, I think TargA's just been pretty ironclad in every possible way, and now he's got the Broodlords coming, Ultras coming out. The only way that I really see MorroW winning this game is with better engagements.
Wow, nice fungo right there. He does end up losing at least one infestor. MorroW might be able to pick up the second one as well.
Those two heroes not going to make it. The Mutas are there to clean up the couple Marines that were going for that Medal of Honor.
But I'm starting to worry a little bit for MorroW. And the next fight is going to have to go really, really well for our Swedish Terran band, because all of his bases are really thin. Because he had such a great economy throughout the entire game, that also means that he mined out those 3 bases at rapid speed. We can see these mineral patches are almost gone. This base is super, super thin. And well, this base only has 4 patches left, and they're all really thin as well.
Yep, that is the side effect of the triple orbital. You just don't have... because of those mules, you mine out so much faster that in the super late game, you sometimes find yourself starved for money, because you've eaten up all those expansions. A couple of Marines on the left side picking off some creep. That's nice play by MorroW.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that, because if MorroW wants to expand again, it's most likely going to be over here. It's just the only available base on the map right now. I don't know. I'm starting to dig TargA's position quite a bit.
Both players are sitting on a pretty big bank, though. 2K for MorroW, 3K, 1K for TargA. So, I mean, both sides can afford to remax once or twice even.
And look at the unit counting tab band for TargA. It's halfway through the screen.
Wow, he's got a little bit of everything sprinkled in, just missing a couple Roaches and Hydras. 6 Ultras, 6 Broodlords, Mutas, Banes, Corruptors, Infestors, Lings, and lots of larvae. 73 larvae saved up. He's going to have, this is a 400 supply army, Kev.
That's how I'm starting to feel. He has 27 banings as well. +3 for Mech is going down. MorroW has a lot. He's had a planetary fortress over here as well. That's going to help out a lot. I don't think you want to engage into this.
Yeah, this is going well, TargA, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Attacking into siege tanks, planetaries, and 74 Marines might be a bit overzealous.
And now we kind of see a situation we had all along in the Sunday Showdown. A Zerg in a good position, which Idra was often in a good position against MorroW as well. But he was just in the end not able to deal the finishing blow to MorroW, because MorroW always positions his units just excellent. You see TargA right now trying to drop a fungal, but ends up losing 2 infestors. MorroW is just very, very hard to finish off, because he knows how to position his units effectively.
Yeah. MorroW's starting to get that ghost production going, and TargA is going to go ahead and take a fight. Ultras crashing into a lot of siege tanks, some beautiful fungals by TargA, but is it going to be enough? Actually, it might be, Kev. 200 supply remaining, and MorroW dipping all the way down below 120. Broodlords are left uncovered, and they will die. But TargA's going to have no trouble remaxing. He's going to do it with Ultralisks, 10 Ultras, 50 Lings, and 2 Infestors. About to pop out for the Norwegian Zerg player. Well, how did we decide to call him?
Nostralian. That's fine. I can roll with Nostralian.
Ostwegian?
MorroW still has quite a few Marines, 32 right now, but most of them are quite low in HP as well. And he definitely lost quite a few medevacs. And the medevacs he has left, they barely have any energy. And as you said, Ben, TargA's just instantly remaxed. It's just absolutely crazy. And that was a beautiful engagement, because that was so hard. Like, MorroW was positioned so extremely well, but them fungals of TargA. Yeah,
huge fungals. The only thing wrong with MorroW's positioning is how clumped that bio was. Here we go. TargA knows that he can't allow MorroW to remax. He's just going to engage immediately. Ling streaming in. Ultra's coming as well, chomping through the siege tanks. Medevac's doing a good job of keeping these Marines alive, but TargA just has too much. I can't believe what I'm seeing, Kev. He's going to continue to push forward all the way up into the 3rd base of MorroW. MorroW's down below 100 supply. I think TargA might have just won this game.
I think so too. MorroW's down to 1 mining base on this moment, and he's actually going to end up most likely losing this 1 mining base. He doesn't even have a lot of SCVs over here. He has a siege tank, but that's about it. And TargA's just all over the place, man.
He's got so many Ultras out, and these Vikings that MorroW has made aren't going to do anything. He's just saying max. MorroW's now broke. He's down to 50 minerals against a maxed out and a very, very rich Zerg opponent. TargA playing some beautiful Starcraft. Well, those Banelings are probably not going to do too well.
Yeah, it's going to force his Ultras to take this fight right now. A fight I think that TargA rather does not take. But as soon as all those Banelings are ready, it's not going to be a big problem anymore. We still have those SCVs here as well, but those are going to die.
And the Banelings do finish up, and they are going to come rolling right in. Every one of the Marines melts away. MorroW dipping down below 60 supply. TargA, like a boss, GG out of MorroW. And TargA takes game number 1. I can't believe it.
TargA is playing some extremely good Starcraft right now. So far we've been thinking that Lowly, the Belarusian Zerg player, is the story of the season. Well, Ben, I really think that if TargA wins today, it's going to be 4-2 in his division, and anything is still possible. And he defeats the guy who's second in his division right now, MorroW, with a 4-1 record.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that, Kev. Excellent play from TargA, and
when that big fight happened, it felt like both players were losing a lot when MorroW was all the way outside in the middle of the map, and he was covered by creep, and that was of course like a bad spot to be in when you're surrounded by creep and they can come in from every angle. But still, it felt like, well, I don't know. And then you look at production at the supply tab, and you see 130 MorroW, you see 200 TargA. How did that even happen?
Well, I mean, before the fight, he had so much larva. There was almost 80 larva saved up, so he just immediately remaxes, and that's one of the great strengths of Zerg, that late game remax. And the thing that most impressed me with TargA's play there was not everything up until that point. It's after the remax that he knew, I have to fight again, because if I let MorroW get that army back out, I might not be able to get away with another engagement like that. So he just kept pushing the action. And
that one big fight still went so well. That's absolutely blows my mind, because MorroW, I felt like he was spread out really well. Of course, a couple of those bio units, certainly up on the high ground, they were a bit too clumped, but it was so hard to get like good fungus off over there. MorroW had ghosts as well.
I don't even see up there. Did he have an Overlord spot? I guess it was the Broodlords.
Yeah, Broodlords probably gave vision.
But I don't know. Beautiful play by TargA there on Ohana. We're going to play a quick commercial, and then we'll bring it back for Game 2. Thanks to Epson for sponsoring Game 1. Don't go anywhere, guys. TargA versus MorroW finishes up, maybe, possibly, when we get back. Could TargA possibly do that?
I think he can.
We'll see.